Namaste, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. As second class during these trying COVID times, but as always, we're going to be doing great. And we begin our class with the positive energy. So, as opposed to a sitting class, I'm going to start the class standing up. So, stand up, everybody, and stand up. Take your both hands. Usually, I have one hand on my belly, one hand in the back. But this time, I want you to cover your entire abdomen area with your palms. Spread those fingers and close your eyes. I'm doing this so that you could I'm keeping my eyes closed so you kind of get an idea that how it feels, and even I begin to appreciate how my thoughts and my body begin to respond to this simple act of bringing those palms around your belly. Examine the continuity or the train of thoughts. Notice even as I speak, your thoughts are beginning to go all over the place, or maybe there's a gentle thread there. One thought linking into another, or maybe adding it on to yet another thought, beginning another story, another narrative. Notice to see if you're happy, sad, stressed out, angry, tired, a little depressed, or you're going through these mood swings up and down at different times of the day. Everything is now beginning to play into your practice. You're beginning to notice how it affects this simple act of my palms around my belly, me examining my thoughts. I gently shift my awareness from my thoughts to my body. I notice how my body feels right from the crown of my head to my temple, to my jawline, shoulders, my back. A little hungry, not so hungry, thirsty, not so thirsty, a dryness in my throat. Whatever it is you're feeling, notice that feeling and then attach it to that thought. If I'm stressed out, do I feel it all over my body? If I'm anxious, do I feel it in my eating pattern or my sleep patterns? If my lower back hurts or my shoulder hurts, do I feel like carrying a burden around my back or on my shoulders? That expression, it's like I have the weight of the world on my shoulders. Everything is related to what we carry inside our body. Go a little deeper. Notice that as you continue to appreciate your thoughts, appreciate the way your body feels, your palms still around your belly. Notice your natural flow of breathing through your nostrils. If you are in a crowded room, or if you're practicing with 3 other people, notice to see if you're wearing a mask. Although I am not wearing one, if you're wearing one, notice to see the breath movement in that mask. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. It's as simple as that. I'm driving a car and I've shifted into another gear. I've begun to deepen my breath. I'm standing up. My feet are reasonably apart, maybe a foot apart, maybe 2 feet apart, as I'm comfortable. My breath begins to deepen. I move my hands to my waist. I open my eyes and I start rotating my head 2 to 3 times in this direction, and 2 to 3 times in that opposite direction. Small, slow rotation. And when I'm ready, I turn my head and breathe over one shoulder. And then I turn and breathe over that other shoulder. And I do this a couple more times. The reason why I'm working that cervical spine, because as many tight joints in our body has, the maximum are in our cervical spine around our neck. Now as I move my head over each shoulder, I'm loosening up what we call the transmandibular joint, TMJ, associated with our sleep patterns. And as I come back to the center, inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. And as I do this 2 more times, articulating my breath in my thyroid and my parathyroid gland, very mindfully, I circle my arms up to the sky. I lace my hands over my head. I turn my palms up. I feel my rib cage open up on either side. I feel my spine lengthening in the back. I feel the firmness, the tautness around my abdominal muscles. I keep my arms up there, hands laced, palms turned up. I turn my palms down. I turn my palms up. I do this a couple more times. At all times, I'm paying attention to my breathing. And as I turn my palms up for the last time, I lean to the walls on either side 2 times. Making sure, as always, my focus is on my breath. As I come back to the center, I open up my arms in a T. I rotate my wrist joints. And as I rotate my arms all the way to the front. I bring my arms back to the front. I make a fist and unclench. I do this a few times. Now the simple act of making a fist, notice that your fingertips are pressing into your palms. In essence, you're stimulating all the nerve endings in your hands, nerve endings that are attached to your organs, your neurotransmitters in your brain cells. These are where all our nerve endings. And as you do this, you're also, if you're having problems with arthritis or any joint issues, this is great. Now, as you finish doing this one last time, going to rotate your wrist joint in the opposite direction, and you're going to bring them all the way out to this back. Open them out in a T. Now one more time. Rotate those wrist joints all the way to the front. Make a fist and unclench 2 to 3 times. And now rotate the wrists and bring them all the way out on either side. One last time. Rotate them all the way to the front. Now I'm doing them only 3 times. You may do them as many times. This is kind of a really good exercise. Rotate them and then make a fist and unclench a couple times, stimulating every nerve ending in your body. Now this is one exercise that I would say, do this as many times as your arms can withstand the discomfort, because this is not an easy movement. And now, what also the benefits of moving your arms away from your heart? You're strengthening the muscles in and around your heart. You're increasing the flow of blood. Your muscles begin to open up and contract. That movement, it's literally supplying oxygen and blood into that area. Arms opened out, feet slightly apart. You're going to twist open without moving your feet to either side. And then as you twist, you're going to notice that you're indeed limited on one side or maybe not at all. Do this a few times. Don't be deceived by the simplicity of this movement. And as I come back to the center, one last time as I twist, I come back to the center, I reach up with my arms, and I'm going to fold only as much as my body allows me. I'm going to lean back into my heart. The front of my body stretches out. I'm going to fold my body in half. The idea is not to let the fingertips touch the ground. If you do end up touching the ground, so be it. But my entire idea is to keep that spine long and your body strong. Your head, the last to roll up. Roll up that spine, stand up tall. As you stand up tall, identify your right hand. Slide that right hand down, lean to your right. Stand up tall, lean to your left. And do this a couple more times. At all times, even though I say do it a couple more times, you may want to do it faster. You may want to hold the movement there a little longer. Let that be your choice. One last time on either side, please. I've come back to the center. I lean back into my heart. I swan dive forward. Let the crown of my head melt into the earth. My head the last to roll up. Roll up that spine, stand up tall. Lace your hands over your head, turn your palms up. Lean to the walls on either side 2 times, stimulating not just your nerve endings, but opening up your rib cage on either side. Feeling the breath move into your spine. Come back to the center. Lace your hands behind your back. Let those shoulders melt down that spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. One last time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Bring your hands to your waist. Rotate those hips now several times. Do it as gently or as, how would I say? Do it the way you feel comfortable. Usually I like to maintain an even pace when I do this. Some people like to kind of move the hips a little stronger, but I kind of tend to do it this way so that you're comfortably moving at your pace. And now in that opposite direction. Remember, I've got to breathe. What this does is, it opens up one of the tightest areas in your body, your hips. And now, keep your hands where they are. 8 fingers in the front. Your thumbs are massaging your kidneys in the back. Your 8 fingers in the front are kneading your pancreas, your liver and your spleen, all your endocrine gland. Now just kind of push those hips to one side. Push them to the other side. And do this a couple more times. And as mindfully, breathing as I do this, what you're going to do is, you're going to keep your hands where they are. You're going to bend your knees. You're going to straighten your knees. You're going to bend your knees. You're going to straighten your knees. And you're going to reach forward with your arms as you bend your knees. You're going to straighten your knees. You're going to bring your arms by your side. You're going to bend, reach forward. Straighten, arms by your side, at your pace. Notice that we are doing 15 minutes, 14 to 15 minutes each segment. And as I do this 2 more times, the next time you reach forward, just twist open. Keep those knees bent. Twist open as many times as you feel comfortable. very mindfully.